Good morning. Just woken up in Fingarola for the last time and it's really not a good day. In fact, this is the second time I videoed this because the first time I went to upload it and hadn't videoed at all. It's a really bad day for me. Can't think straight, can't move very well, wobbling all over the place. A lot of it is my own fault. Some of it's tiredness, some of it is because all the sin gluten has been congluten, but also because I've been eating sugars and dairy, which I shouldn't eat, and now I feel really shite. So I'm back on it today, pledging, oathing, I will not eat sugar with you today. And getting back on track, and off to the mountains we go. Last night we were sitting having some food and I said to Karen about my new dresses. She said, how's your new dress that I was trying out from Malaysia? I went, it's great. She went, have you checked the weather for Malaysia in October? Is it their winter? Is it their summer? And I went, I don't know. So she Googled it. Here's what she found.
Wettest month in Malaysia is November. Where do you go, Karina?
October and November.
Okay. Between mid-October and the end of March is monsoon season. Weather is usually very rough in these months. For this reason, it's not the best time. You might need to worry. Don't need to worry about being too hot in your dress. You might need to worry about being wet. Too wet.
Again. Well, if you don't know why Karen's laughing, you obviously haven't seen my riding solo trip in Ireland, where I got pretty wet actually. Anyway, if you're wondering if this is out of sequence because I'm back on the apartment, it's not out of sequence. I am literally back at the apartment. We jumped into Karen's car, we loaded up, we headed off towards hers to go up to Rhondda. Had to stop to get some shopping on the way because I'm off to the back of Beyond tonight. And then Karen got a call because one of her staff hasn't turned up for a client, so she's had to go off there. So I've come here to put all the stuff back in the fridge, and then I'm going to go and spend the day down there. So I've made it down to the beach. Part of me was like, I really bothered to go down there, but I'm glad I made it. But even swimming the sea is painful for me today. It really hurts. And I'm thinking, what makes you do this to yourself, Karina? What is this about? I know it's addiction. Sugar is my cross addiction from alcohol. Lots of us have cross addictions. And as soon as I have that first little bit of sugar, it feeds the reward pathway. And there it is, and I just need more and more and more. 3 ice creams yesterday, a chocolate bar. And that's just the accumulation over the last few days. So I'm feeling really bad. It's self-inflicted. I'm not going to feel sorry for myself. I've done it. I'm fessing up. And do you know what? I'm sitting down here. I've got my book. I'm reading a book. So it's a novel. But there was a paragraph in there that really struck with me last night, saying about how they feel sorry for the teenagers and the youth of today, of like having to be perfect, and online, everything's online, of trying to have this perfect life, even though lives aren't perfect. What is perfect? There's no such thing as perfect. We all have different perceptions, different opinions. As you know, I like to say I'm perfectly imperfect, and that is okay. And I really hope, if nothing else, that me doing this can show people that we don't have to pretend. We don't have to pretend to have these wonderful lives, because what's wonderful for you may not be wonderful for me. And actually happiness comes from within here. We need to find our happiness inside. And my happiness today is going to be not eating sugar, not eating chocolate. I bought loads of fresh veggies, and I'm going to start looking after myself, because I am responsible for my own happiness, nobody else. And I hope that's something you can start to look for today as well, is start to look from within for your own happiness. We can't get it from outside. We can't get it from stuff, because we get bored with it. All we ever want is more and more and more. I love the parable of the beggar looking for the gold. If you haven't read that, we can see the parable of the beggar online, but it is in The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle, and it's also in my book, The A to Z of Alcohol Sobriety. Everything you need to know. Just come to a cafe to get some agua sin gas. Extravagant really, you may think. because I could go down to the beach for just a takeaway bottle. But I need internet, because even though I've got 4G, I still can't text, I can't do anything. I don't know what's wrong with my phone. It's all sorted, it's sorted throughout here, but still, no, nothing works. A bit like when I was in Southern Ireland, really. Perhaps it's the European Union continuing to punish us. Perhaps they're not even letting us use their satellites now. Who knows? Or perhaps it's just on my phone. Anyway, I didn't sleep that well last night. I was stressing because I couldn't tell people that I was okay. You know, I feel if people are contacting me, I can't message them back, they don't know, it looks like I'm ignoring them. And I was just thinking, do you know what? It used to be lovely when we used to go on holiday. We used to get to the hotel, we used to have to ask for a line to the phone. We used to ring home and say, I'm okay, I'm safe, I got here. And then you'd have 2 weeks to relax and enjoy your holiday. Not anymore. Bloody technology. Pressure. Thank you, Terry. My beautiful brother. I think we've finally sorted. I think I'm back online. It's just reminding though, I did do 72 hours once, probably about 2 years ago, without a phone. It was really interesting. Scroll way down to see off-grid, 72 hours off-grid. Brilliant. It was real revolution, real eye-opener. And then I think we did Phone Detox, a podcast with my friend Polly A. 2, 4, can't do it anymore, 2, 4, 1, happy hour. Yeah, 2 for the price of 1. And that's on there as well, but it's way down, but really good. Something I recommend everyone to do, even if you do it for 24 hours. It's amazing how much we use our phones. So scroll down, have a listen, see what you think. Feeling really quite tearful the last couple of hours. Just thinking about Andy, really missing him. I'm due to go off to my place in the next half an hour or so, and I think it's kind of maybe a bit of that kind of a bit of relief in a way that I don't have to keep pretending. I can just go and sit in isolation, but also a bit scary about letting all the floodgates open. But yeah, I am missing him, and I think it's, you know, to do with the reading the other day as well, saying that he held on longer. He had to go. He couldn't hold on anymore. He held on longer for me and because, well, for us. But it was nice to know that he held on longer because he was happy. He was happy at the end, and I'm so grateful for that. I'm so grateful that we got back together and we had that extra time together, and that we could come together and experience everything that we did in the last 3 years, but especially in the last 6 months, and especially in the last month of his life. So I think it's going to be quite a tearful one tonight. I haven't had my phone as much today either, so I think that's allowed me more time to think and be with me and just miss him and think over his last moments. I think I'm going to put some of his pictures together on some of the songs I was thinking of, some of the songs he played me in the hospital. Some of them were old songs that he always used to play for me, like Lovely Day. That was on my that was his ringtone for me. No, my ringtone for him when he used to ring me. And there was a Robert Palmer song as well that he played me in the hospital. And the special line, all you have to do is touch my hand to make me stay. Or all she has to do is touch my hand to make me stay. And at the end I was holding his hand and I was saying, I'm holding your hand, but it's not to make you stay. You can go. But I think I'm just gonna put some photos together to that song maybe. And maybe that would just help the tears to flow, definitely. But it's okay. It's okay to cry. It's cathartic. It's a release. And hopefully I'll be feeling much better after I've had a good old howler or two. Well, I'm here, and I know Andy would have absolutely loved it here. And it feels like he's here. It does feel like he's here. So it feels calmer. It feels better. I do have some of his ashes with me. I brought them over here because I've been wanting to find somewhere to sprinkle them. And this feels like the right place. So I will go for a little wander tomorrow and find somewhere And what's nice is actually I'll be back in these mountains again in January, so I can go to the place, and that makes me feel much more at ease, much happier. This is home for the next few nights, 4 nights. I love it. Apparently it's cooler in here at night than it is outside, so I am looking forward to spending some time here in the mountains with the cicadas, amongst the trees, and yeah, there's a little cooking area over here. Look, I have stocked my fridge full of really, really healthy stuff. I think it's only me that uses this area. Oh, I can't even open the fridge now, look. Oh, yum yum. Oh, I'm too hungry right now, but yeah, my little sunbed that I can sit, look, and get my book and have a little read out there. I've had me cry. I think I'm okay now. Until the next one.